Right, Crusaders, back down the Nameless Lake, and it's peeing down. Let's explain this a little bit. I got down here and had a lot of sleep. Came real early, got the swims we wanted, and to be honest, I hadn't planned to do too much videoing because I was just too tired really, and just had too much going on. So but we've been here since Saturday morning. It's now Sunday morning. It's nearly 7 o'clock. Got talk sport on. Just resorted the rods out. We've had quite an eventful day yesterday. There's a few fish come out, especially me. I've had quite a few. I've had 2 big bream, and also had probably about 7-8 carp, I reckon, around that sort of number. Biggest being £18.12, which is the biggest in here I've had. So second go at it, and quite a good result. Lovely looking common it was. Dark across the back, and that is pictures going to be put up. But there is bits of footage I've taken, little bits of video, a few pictures and that from all of yesterday. So I'll montage them all together, and so you can have a look at all that. And then hopefully I'll try and do some video today. But the weather is really bad. It's really having it now. It was having it all night. I had a fish at 3:30 this morning. little common which I put back and left the rod up on the bivvy because it was that bad. I just couldn't be bothered to mess about at 3:30 in the morning. Just left the one rod out, and then about 5:45 this morning that rod shot off. Again, still pouring rain. It was a nice fish. In fact, the first one I hooked at 3:30 this morning I actually lost, and I wasn't too worried because obviously it being so wet, it was quite, I won't say handy, it was, you know, I was able to just stick the rod straight up on the bivvy and get straight back into my bed. But the 5:45 one this morning, that was a little common I think, and that was alright. I nailed that one, and then I put that rod up as well because it was still absolutely hammering down. Put the radio on, had a cup of tea, sat back and relaxed a little bit, waiting for the rain to ease. Made up a bit of bait, and I've rebaited up out there, and I've literally just put the rods back out. I'm using one boilie all round. I'm not going to name it because it's quite a well known one. Just that I've got a lot of it, and I want to create a little feeding areas in this lake. I don't think they get boilies too much, or a good food source too much, so I was lucky enough to get a good deal on some bits, so I brought most of that with me and only fished with that. I've got the flavoured pellets as well to go with it, and it seems to be doing the business. I've gone back to baiting. I baited this time in a way that I would normally do it, which is big buckets of Vitalin pellets, all different sizes, some corn, broken up boilies, whatever ones I'm using, and I've really give it a good mix up. Add a little bit of the old glug as well to go with the pellets and the boilies. A little bit of water, and I've just mixed that up, made a nice mix, and I've let that stiffen up a little bit so I make loads of like sort of baseball size balls, and I've plonked them on the area. I did this yesterday first thing as well when I got here. Baited it up, left it for a good hour and a half before I even got my rods out, maybe 2 hours. Everyone else had turned up and got their rods out even though they were well late, and I was still sorting out, but it's worked. I mean, it slowly, I had 2 bream to start with, which in my eyes was good. They were big bream, but it was good to know that there was fish in the area and they were on it. They were on it all yesterday. After the bream, the carp started coming, the small ones, and it's moved up slowly. Had some nice doubles, and resulting in an £18.12, which is I'm chuffed with. But yeah, so this morning again I've done another one of them buckets while the rods were in, since leaving them in this morning up because it was too wet. I've done them buckets, and I've put that bait out, left it a little while. I've had to remark some of my rods again because some of my marks moved on my line. So I've had a mess about in that. Again, still raining, but not as bad as I've got away with it. I've literally little sticks to go with everything, same as normal. Single boilie, a little bit of pop-up corn. Blowback rigs on the old stealth skin. There's some pictures of them which you'll see. Nothing fancy, nothing hard. I've made up a couple of other ones in fact, which I may try later on. And these are no ring, but just quite simply little size 8 captor. The hair is just long enough for a single boilie and a bit of pop-up corn. This time I've had a bit of shrink tubing just to see if there's any difference in the way it holds. And I don't know if you can see that, but it's a little bit stripped there. This stuff doesn't go as soft as the heavy skin they do, but you know. So yeah, 2 identical ones, size 8 captors, stealth skin, quite long rigs, a little bit silty now. So I may, if the rain stops a little bit more later on and the weather's getting a little bit better, I may adapt and change over and see how we go on them. I've had quite a few fish, like I say, so I don't mind changing a few things now. The baiting approach in my eyes has worked. I think a few people looked at us a bit strange when I started baiting up earlier, or yesterday. Thinking we was going a little bit over the top maybe, and us carp boys being as we are, you know. And to be honest, lately I have not been baiting up as heavy as I normally do, like I have done today, or this session. And you know, it seems to have worked even better. I mean, the grub's done it last time we was down here. This time it seems to be the old methods with the big buckets, the big balls, making a nice big area. I mean, I've got one on the pads which you might see in another bit of footage, and I've got one in the middle. Now I baited up the middle with quite a big spot, so me and John can fish it with 1 rod each. John is literally right next door to me. In fact, his rods I can see better than mine because of the way the banks are here. I have to set back a little bit from mine. But our biggers are right close to each other. So, but John's got one in the middle, I've got one in the middle. We've made that a nice sort of dinner table, if you like, for all the fish to gather to. And then we've both got one either side at the pads that we've got either side of us. So we've got a nice little setup going on. John's had a couple. The big uns as well, it was up until I had that 18, he had a 13 and a 14. Say the big uns, but the biggest of this session sort of thing. But I've also had a little mirror as well. Again, there was another mirror come out yesterday by a young chap up the end there. And I had a mirror as well, which I'm well chuffed about. Got some nice photos, I think. John Boy took some. We should have took some nice photos, or he's going to get a punch. But so I'll check them out when we get in. But yeah, this is a long old bit of me chatting, I'm afraid. It's all in one hit. But I'll do the photos now. We'll do a few bits and bobs, so you can see everything that we've been doing and what's gone on. See what I can edit together. And hopefully I'll get some more footage later on. If this rain holds off, we might get some go and have a chat with some of the other Crusaders that are here. It was my birthday Thursday, which is kind of why we're all here. Just getting together, having a little session. Managed to all get us booked on for the night, and it's been good. It's been good. A few ups and downs, a few problems, plenty of rain. But yeah, so thanks for watching up to now. I'm putting up with this lazy vlog, shall we call it, because I haven't really done that much video or speaking to the camera. I've done it all in one hit in this session, so I hope you enjoy what's on here. It's got to be worth looking at, I suppose. We'll see. Catch up with you later.